Hi, it's Marina, the Soul Alchemist. It's time for Pick Your Own Card weekly guidance for the 3rd through to the 9th of July. So happy July, and wishing you lots of beautiful blessings through this new month. So without thinking about it, if you've not tuned in already, I want you to tune into cards 1, 2, or 3. And I'm going to reveal the messages, themes, and energies supporting you over the next 7 days. I would encourage you to listen to all 3 cards. I know I say this each week, but they all weave and layer into each other to really give you a complete picture. Now, the bonus card this week, for those that want to listen to the bonus, it's all about money and wealth this week. So you want to listen to this because it's a cracking message. Okay, so if you have tuned into cards 1, and as I say, listen to all 3 messages to get your complete picture. This is the card that I picked, actually. Trust and faith. So you can see we've got this female that she's on the edge of this beautiful portal. She's leading herself with her heart. She's got her arms outstretched. She's kind of like, yes, I am ready to step into the unknown. I don't know what my journey or where this portal is going to take me to, but I am having complete trust and faith in my decision, in the universe, to support, to guide, and lead me and lead myself to wherever I need to go. So if you have been and ahhing about a particular decision, not kind of fully sure, then this card is an acknowledgement to say, take the leap of faith, have trust and faith that you can make the aligned decision, because it's obviously, often it's the doubt and the insecurities and, you know, am I doing the right thing? And, you know, we ask for other people's opinions and then we might get a bit more confused and we're not really kind of going inward and trusting our decision. So it might feel a bit scary. It might feel really big. It might not be a really big decision, but it just might feel really big because it might be really out of your comfort zone. But this card is saying have trust and faith in your decision, knowing that you are going to be supported, you're going to be held. And whatever the outcome is, you're always going to grow, you're always going to learn from it. So have trust and faith that you're going to be held and that you can lead yourself into the unknown, moving forward into growth and expansion and evolution, but having that trust and faith. So this card is an acknowledgement card to say, go for it. And just have that unwavering trust and faith that you have made that right decision and that you're going to learn and grow from it. Even when doubt does come up afterwards, or, you know, perhaps when we make these decisions, then things kind of feel like they're kind of falling apart. And that's just ego kind of, you know, creating external drama to kind of put us off and kind of really like, you know, what have I done this for? And, you know, why did I decide to say yes? This card is saying just have that unshakable trust and faith in yourself and knowing that you can lead yourself forward. And if it's been made from the heart, the decision has been made from the heart, not the head necessarily, but from the heart, then it's all good. It's all good. Just have that trust and faith. It might feel scary, but this card is saying the universe has your back. Trust and faith. So let me know how that card resonates. And of course, if you want to go deeper with your own personal empowerment oracle session, or you want to play along with me each week and get your own Akashic Oracle card deck with a free masterclass and a key that you can use as a pendulum or as a totem to connect with the Akashic records, then please do reach out or click the links below. If you want the Empowerment Oracle session, then you can start that from £33 a month, and I can support you for the whole year with 4 sessions every 3 months. So it's a beautiful way to kind of continue having Akashic healing, but also having a forecast to understand, you know, what you need to focus on, what's coming up, etc. Okay, so if you pick card 2, as I say, go back to listen to card 1 and also listen to card 3 in the bonus card as well. This is trauma and wounding. So what we have got here this week is a recognition that there is an element, a slither, a small part of, say, some trauma. Could be past life, it could be present life, trauma and or wounding that is being ready to heal. And so what I want you to do, because what I'm really focused on is the female, and she's really got her head down, and it's kind of like, it's almost like inner child. I'm not wanting to look. It's too painful. I'm not wanting to look. Shield me from this. I'm not ready to do this. And what I want you to do is, when this trigger comes up, or this memory, or you're reminded and you feel it emotionally, I want you to have courage. I want you to have confidence, knowing that you can keep your head lifted and you can work through this. You can look at it and you can go deeper with it into the shadows. You're not going to be taken back to the initial pain. And, if it's past life, you're not even going to really probably remember what that pain, trauma, or wounding is. But the chances are is that it's been repeated in this lifetime, so you can connect with that. But this card is saying you are strong, you are courageous, you are confident, and you are able to lift your head up and smash through that trauma and wounding to release, or start to work on the layers of it and go deeper and work through it. So this window has been smashed through because we're going deeper with it, and you are ready for that. So whatever the trauma and wounding might be, and it could be something very minuscule that happened when you were little, which when we're little, it feels very, very big. When we reflect back on it as an adult, it's like, oh my God, really? But your inner child and your smaller self was wounded. There was a bit of trauma there. I had my lollipop taken off me in the playground. It felt unfair and nobody defended me. And so I feel wounded by that. Something like that can still affect you. It can still impact you. So just notice, just be open and mindful of whatever comes up this week with regards to trauma and wounding. And it could be connected to childhood. May not be. What I did actually connect in with, this is connected with relationships. That's the word that was given to me, is relationship wounding, like intimate relationship, predominantly, but any kind of relationship could connect in with there. So there might be some relationship wounding that comes up, the old arguments, the old thoughts and feelings. And it might be that you've moved past that particular person, but there's a memory of it. And if there's a memory of it, then there's something still there for you to just forgive, let go, acknowledge. Sometimes we just need to see it and say, hello, I see you. But I've moved past that. I'm not that same person now. I'm in a completely different space. And that's all that is needed to transmute that, by just witnessing and noticing it. So trauma and wounding. So there's going to be something that you are able to release this week. So treat this as a gift. This is a gift card that you are being dealt and given as a message to release. And you'll notice that there's lots of butterflies in this card. So the transformation and what's on the other side of this, just in that acknowledgement, or if you need to do a little bit of more deeper healing with it, then that's what's available. Freedom, transformation, being able to release this and just kind of fly off where you need to fly off. So trauma and wounding is card 2. Of course, if you want any deeper support, more specific support in your Akashic records, to have a session with me, which will be kind of filled with healing, then the Alchemy Accelerator session is where we need to go with that, because there's a lot of healing that happens in that particular session, along with spiritual guidance and channeling. And there's also some homework for you to take away from that also. If you just want the Empowerment Oracle session, or you want to get yourself a deck of cards, then please do reach out or click the links below. And don't forget to go back and listen to card 1 as well, because that's also going to be relevant. So we're moving on to card 3. And it is ancestral heritage. So there's 2 messages with this particular card. What we've got here is connection with family. So there could be some family dynamics going on here, things that can be where there's the real connection, deep connection, really feeling connected with family, soul tribe. And really just kind of feeling the gratitude of that, and just being grateful for the connections and the support that you have around you. So it's like an acknowledgement card. You may also find that you're fighting fires this week with family dynamics and putting them out, and Also, maybe if you're doing your own work, what you're doing is also healing the ancestral lines, any work that we do personally in ourselves. So, you know, if you kind of went back into that card, just know that you're not only supporting your future incarnations, but also you're supporting your future generations, as in children, grandchildren, and also ancestral stuff as well. Any work that we do, any consciousness we bring to our journey, and we're shifting stuff, we're shifting perspectives, beliefs, trauma, you know, ancestral stuff that's been brought down through the lines, we are doing that work on behalf of our ancestors as well. So ancestral heritage, there's a real connection, real bonds going on this week. You may find that there's deepening of connections with family as well. What I also got with this card, this is the second message, is a acknowledgement with soul tribe. So not family, but those that you really enjoy spending time with, and you receiving support from them. So you kind of been in the middle here, and people coming together for you to support you. So this could be in a membership group that you're in, you know, similar to my membership group, which is the Akashic Vortex membership, where there is this space, the vortex has been created to hold and support the members that are in there. And that is happening just in the background, but also obviously you can reach out and place a post in these types of memberships and groups, whether it be on Facebook or Telegram or wherever. And it's kind of, I need support, guys, I need help. But this is about the acknowledgement also of reaching out for help and letting people know that you need support and not being shy about that. Being available to receive support. It's about receiving. So 2 messages with this: deepening connections or fighting fires with family dynamics, but knowing that, you know, that whatever healing you're doing around that, shifting perspectives, you're healing the kind of ancestral lines within that. And also you've got where you perhaps need further deeper support from your soul tribe, or it could be family as well. But I tend to find that we are at times more open and honest with our soul tribe than we are perhaps with our family. And that's because, you know, our soul tribe tend to get us on a deeper level. You know, they understand us in a different way. And it's just easy, you know, we haven't perhaps got to explain all the bits. And if it, you know, obviously if it involves family as part of that, this is why I need support, then it's easy to go to soul tribe. So ancestral heritage, so just feeling the connections in whatever shape or form that comes to you, knowing that whatever healing you're doing for yourself, that you are rippling that out into the collective. Also ancestral heritage, so how can you bolster, how can you deepen connection, how can you ask for support if you feel that you need it? That is what this card is inviting you to do this week. So let me know how that card resonates. You can work with me in lots of different ways. You can also play along with me each week with the Akashic Oracle deck, get your free masterclass and a free key to support your connection with the Akashic records, or use it as a pendulum. And yeah, let me know how these cards are resonating. I would love to hear. The Empowerment Oracle session, you can start with me for £33 a month, and that will take you through the whole year. We have 4 sessions per year, and I hold space for you for that whole time. So I am supporting you for 12 months, which is really, really cool. Now, if you want to know what the bonus card is, and don't forget to listen to all 3 cards, because again, it's a complete picture that I'm giving to you each week. This is money and wealth. So again, I feel there's a couple of messages with this as well. Authentic self, your authentic self, money and wealth. So we've got 2 distinct points here. We've got money, finances, you know, hard cash, and then we've got wealth, and that's like abundance, it's prosperity. So that can mean love, it can mean health, it can mean freedom, whatever, you know, deep connections. So your authentic self is the key for you to elevate, expand money and wealth in your life. So where are you perhaps kidding yourself in terms of maybe your money and finances, as in your ability to hold more, create more? Where are those limiting beliefs perhaps? Maybe where are you shying away from where your finances are up to, and you're kind of putting your head in the sand because you don't want to admit where you are financially? because you've got shame and judgment around it, which you don't need to, but you're putting a label on it. And that's conditioning and societal judgment around, you know, money. Money is, as we know, is the greatest healer, but it highlights all our wounds, our money stories, our beliefs, our trauma. But that's why I love to work with money, because it facilitates all of that. So your authentic self, where are you hiding the truth about money? Maybe the truth about your money story and your limiting beliefs. And so by wearing this mask and not kind of confronting and facing and acknowledging these things where you block wealth and abundance and money, you're saying no to it all, because you're not being your true self. You're not facing up to or acknowledging or seeing or going deeper with those. And then what I also got as a second message, if, you know, to step into your authentic self, it's kind of using the throat chakra. So it might be that you need to ask for money more, especially if you're in business or in a career and you want to increase your income. It's about asking for it, but asking for it in a very authentic way. So just kind of sense checking, am I doing this in a way that feels good to me, or does it feel a little bit icky in the way that I'm doing it? And if it feels icky, then that is going to affect how people are picking up on the way that you're doing that. So it's knowing how to ask for money, to receive, you know, to ask for the wealth, to ask for the abundance. So where can you be more authentic? And also, you know, the authenticity can be, as I've already mentioned, the throat chakra, but also where are you perhaps not being your true self? Where are you maybe being something that you're not in order to please others? And again, that has an impact on your money and wealth. So even though that might not be directly, you know, it might be that I'm putting on a front to fit in with this certain group because I don't want to feel rejected by them. I want to, you know, be accepted. I want to feel loved. But you're not being your authentic self, because you're perhaps saying things or feeling a little bit false around those certain people, and you'll feel it, you'll know it. And even though it might not be directly, as I say, connected with money and wealth, the universe sees where you're not being authentically true. And so when you're not being in your authentic your truth and yourself, you're being somebody who you're not. And so that can indirectly impact your money and your wealth. So how can you be more of your authentic self in all the ways, in all of your experience? But when we bring it back to money, where are you not facing up to things that perhaps you need to? Maybe where you need to take on a bit more responsibility, but also acknowledge where there is these money blocks, these money stories that are holding you back. And they don't have to. You can step into your authenticity by acknowledging and taking these bits and pieces that are not yours away so that you can feel, recognize, and be abundant, be wealthy, be prosperous. So your authentic self. So it's about dropping the masks and just seeing where those masks are being placed, those limiting beliefs, the programs and the wounds and the trauma, the things that are holding us back, you know, and that links back to card 2 also. So let me know how those cards resonate, how this message lands. Don't forget to listen to all 3 cards, but obviously the one that you picked or the couple that you picked are going to directly relate and be perhaps the main focus, and then the others weave into that and support that. And you've got that bonus card of authentic self. Let me know in the comments. If you've not subscribed, please subscribe, and also check out the Akashic meditation or activation that I placed at the end of this, because that will also support you in some shape or form. So love and blessings, everybody. Don't forget you can play along with me each week with the Akashic Oracle deck, or you may want to work with me one-to-one instead. Either way, I am here to support you and be in service. So love and blessings, everybody, and I'll speak to you soon. Bye.